Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, this is today's Sunday. Good morning, because we are going to do the studies on Sunday, and this is the most beautiful day for us because you people are enjoying on this day. And today we are going to do studies. If you people are enjoying studies, then it is a wonderful thing for you. So today we are going to enjoy with the study. I hope that you should have enjoyed your full day, either studying or either going somewhere here or there. Now we have to study for approximately 2.5 hours, and I think you will properly concentrate on the studies for this time. Yeah, good morning. फटाफट आ जाओ, start करेंगे. You must have to come and we have to start. Don't waste your time. There must be a system with which we can, if you have kept your notification on, then it will be very good. So always keep your notification on for this ICAI BOS app so that you people can come to know that when the classes are going to start. Because number of times we forgot on these holidays that today there is a class. So I think you should have to keep your, yes, keep your notification on. Okay, good morning. Yes, beta. So many students have sent their presence, but many have not sent. Starting with the first person named Miss Chobe. Very good. From WRO. No, 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 this is not there. Maybe, yes. So Miss Kiran Shukla, who has sent good morning at 5:32 from CRO region. Welcome, beta. Yes, very good morning. Waiting for the presence of everyone. Fast, send your presence, beta. फटाफट भेजो अपनी presence so that we can start in a proper way. So we were at amalgamation of companies, an important chapter from examination point of view. I think you people have already done many questions and illustrations. I already suggested you to cover all the illustrations today so that we can proceed accordingly. आज मैंने आपको कहा था कि आप illustration होंगे, so आपको एक बार illustrations का कवर अप करके फिर हम आगे चलेंगे. So tell me how many students have done all the illustrations, or if you have not done all, then how many you have done, beta? फटाफट भेजो जरा. How many illustrations you have done? Fast. Yeah, Venkataraman, good morning, beta. Hello, beta. Madhav Tiwari, I have done. Very good. So first student have sent his answer that he has done. So tell me how many have done, beta? देखेंगे एक बार कि कितनों ने कर ली है. And start with the doubts also so that we can cover the doubts in a proper way. All except illustration number 11, Ritu Banerjee. Very good. Madhav had done all these illustrations. Divya Kumar done. Very good. Avinashi 1 to 9. Sir, how to calculate security premium account in transferor company? In transferor company, there is no concept of security premium. because in his company, whatever security premium is there, that is going to be written off by transferring to balance sheet. If any security premium account is there in reserve and surplus in the transfer company's books, then you should have to write it off by transferring to equity shareholders account in your second last entry. Okay, note it down. Entry will be security premium account debit, other reserves account debit, whatever are there, equity share capital debit to equity shareholders account. Sir, test your knowledge too is remaining, sir, because of other studies. No, no matters. We will discuss these problems tomorrow. Sorry, sir, I have not done everything. No problem. How many you have done, Neha? I'm just asking how many you people have done. Somna, good evening, beta. How many you people have done the illustrations? Please send me. कितनी illustrations आपने करवाई हैं? 9 illustrations are done. Very good, Komal. Very good. Aman, quick recap is not possible now because we people have done many points and these there is no quick recap of these things. Okay, you should have to do the question. You must have to tell me how many questions you have done. Now it's your turn to tell me. है ना? My duty is over. Your duty starts. है ना? I may take the problems only. I'm not going to restart the chapter once again. You was available in the previous all the lectures, and maybe if there is any doubt, you should have to. If you are interested to have a recap, just go and repeat the videos, whatever is there. Yeah. If any doubt, I am available. Okay. So if any liability or asset not taken over by transferee company, then it is included in while calculating PC. Beta, let it be very much clear. I would like to tell to other students that what is the query in your mind, because you have asked a query in different sense, but meaning may be different also. He's asking that if any asset or liability not taken over by purchasing company, how to treat that. If you will, if you people may better given me an idea that in which illustration or in which question you have got this point, I would like to cover that. It will be more better for you to understand. अगर आप बता दो कि किस क्वेश्चन में ये पॉइंट आया तो मैं ज्यादा हेल्प कर सकता हूँ. Remaining, I may give you an idea. In the books of transferor company, it will have a simple treatment. Whatever asset and liabilities not taken over by him, we are not going to transfer. No transfer to realization account. Instead, they will be, you may say that they will be sold by us or paid off by us. उनको हम पेड ऑफ खुद करेंगे या सेल हम खुद करेंगे. लाइबिलिटीज है तो पे ऑफ करेंगे, एसेट है तो सेल करेंगे. सो एनी लॉस और प्रॉफिट on this sale or transfer will be transferred to realization account. बेटा उसको हम realization account में डाल देंगे. For example, if we have an asset which has not been taken over by the purchasing company and that asset is valued rupees, its book value is 1,20,000. We have sold it at our own and we have sold it for rupees 1 lakh. Then we will transfer rupees 20,000, which is a loss on it, to the realization account as a balance sheet figure, which earlier we are transferring to profit or loss account. You remember, whenever there's a loss on sale of asset, we are transferring it to realization account. Here we are transferring it to realization account. Earlier we were transferring to profit or loss account, if you remember. Na? Okay, all done. Very good. Tanu Venkataran, Tanu Vishwakarma. Done, sir. Very good, sir. I have repeated the illustration that we done in the class. Very good. But you should have to do remaining also, because if you will not do the illustrations at your own, means those illustrations which we have studied, you remember maximum points of those. And if you are going to do the same illustrations at the home, then it is not going to give you more benefit. Instead, if you will do those illustrations at your own in your copy, which are not covered by me, you will find new points. You will have a practice of your mind. Until unless you will not use your mind, you will not practice your mind, take him to the hurdles and find the solutions. You are not able to solve these questions in the exam. I would like to assure you. Aman Gupta, this is a problem that you have done only three. You should have to do मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस, ओनली देन यू विल बी एबल टू कवर इट। बिकॉज तभी तो आप मुझे कह रहे हो दोबारा रिकैप कर दो, तो इसलिए बेटा आपको करना पड़ेगा। जब तक आप खुद नहीं करोगे तब तक बात नहीं बनने वाली। मैंने सारी इलस्ट्रेशन दी थी, उसमें से ऑलरेडी 50% illustration we have already covered in our lectures. Only 50% was remaining. Sir, I have doubt regarding reserve in case. Yeah, I would like to tell you regarding this, which is not taken over by the purchasing company. That in purchasing company books, obviously it have no entry. Instead, when we will go for net asset method, in that also it will have no treatment, because to calculate in net asset method, what we are doing, we are calculating PC. So PC is to be calculated from those assets which are taken over by him. So this is not taken over, due to that reason this will not be covered in that. Yeah. Manohar Yadav have a doubt regarding reserves in case merger. I have not discussed the point in relation to merger. Let's discuss that also. So in case of merger, that is amalgamation, in the nature of merger, we are using pooling of interest method. This method is a good important method. In this, what will happen? All entries, you should have to understand one thing, that this method is basically for transferee company only, not for the purpose of no difference in the books of transferor company। ट्रांसफरर कंपनी की बुक्स में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं आने वाला, ट्रांसफरी की कंपनी में फर्क आएगा। ये मेथड जो है ये किसके लिए है? ट्रांसफरी कंपनी के लिए। ट्रांसफरर कंपनी के लिए ये मेथड नहीं होते, उसके लिए कोई मेथड नहीं है, उसके लिए सिंपल मेथड है। नो, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस in the books of transferee company, that we have to see. All entries will remain same in the books of transferee company also, except balance sheet figure of second entry, that is goodwill oblique capital reserve, will be replaced with general reserve or profit loss account. That is, if credit balance, then general reserve, if debit balance, then profit loss account. Instead of goodwill, we will use the word profit loss. Instead, capital reserve, we will use the word general reserve. Okay. Also, other loss, if any, on taken over will be adjusted to profit loss account. Any other loss, like realization expenses, if any taken over, if only borne by us, like realization expenses, or एनी पेमेंट टू डिवेंचर होल्डर्स, लाइक दैट, कि हमने कोई एक्स्ट्रा पेमेंट करी है डिवेंचर होल्डर्स को या किसी क्रेडिटर को, तो वो सब कुछ इसमें हमारे पास चला जाएगा। बड़ा ही सिंपल पॉइंट मैंने बताया है कि आपने करना क्या है कि अगर हमारे पास उसमें लिखा आता है कि अमलगामेशन द नेचर ऑफ मर्जर है, या बताया नहीं हुआ, पॉइंट नंबर वन इज इफ इट इज मेंशन्ड दैट इट इज अमलगामेशन इन द नेचर ऑफ मर्जर, बेटा अगर ये लिखा हुआ है, वन थिंग। सेकंड थिंग इज उसने लिखा ही नहीं है ये मर्जर है कि परचेज है। तो हमने उस केस में खुद उसके जो फीचर्स हमने करे थे उनसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है ये मर्जर है कि परचेज है। अगर ये मर्जर है तो आप लोगों ने उस केस में ट्रांसफरर कंपनी की बुक्स में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। ट्रांसफरी की बुक्स में अगर हम जाते हैं तो उसमें डिफरेंस है। उसकी बुक्स में क्या फर्क पड़ता है, जो आप सेकंड एंट्री में या फोर्थ एंट्री में, मैंने आपको बताया था कि आप फिफ्थ एंट्री में गुडविल या कैपिटल रिजर्व नाम यूज करते हो, उसके बदले में गुडविल के बदले में प्रॉफिट लॉस आपका आ जाएगा, और कैपिटल रिजर्व के बदले में आपके पास जीआर जनरल रिजर्व आ जाएगा। और कुछ भी उसमें चेंज नहीं होने वाला, क्योंकि उस केस में हम ये मान के चलते हैं कि ये जो बिजनेस है जो हम टेक ओवर कर रहे हैं, ये बिजनेस हम मर्जर के रूप में कर रहे हैं, इसको हमने कंटिन्यू करना है, तो इसके जो लॉसेज है वो हमारे रेवेन्यू लॉसेज है, ना कि कैपिटल लॉस है। अगर हमारा कैपिटल लॉस है बिजनेस को टेक ओवर करने पे, तो उसको हम गुडविल या कैपिटल रिजर्व में डालते हैं। अगर वो लॉस हमारा रेवेन्यू लॉस है, आपको पता है रेवेन्यू लॉसेस किस में एडजस्ट होते हैं, रेवेन्यू रिजर्व्स में, प्रॉफिट लॉस या डेबिट बैलेंस, प्रॉफिट लॉस या जनरल रिजर्व। तो अकॉर्डिंगली वी विल डू दैट। ओके, इज दैट क्लियर? नोट इट डाउन, इसको नोट डाउन करो फास्ट, देन वी विल प्रोसीड। ऑल illustrations done? Okay, very good. Sir ji, illustration 1, 11 have completed and other are trying. Sir ji, illustration 11 have completed. Very good. Devraj? Sorry, sir, I have no listen. Very good, Anmol. Very good. Shabash. Till now, illustration 9 completed. Illustration number 5. Ankur Patel, are you asking a query, beta, illustration number 5, or you are saying that you have covered up to illustration number 5, or you have done only one illustration? Sir, the bonus share given to shareholder, then what will be the treatment? Same treatment, whatever we have done in the previous chapter, as we have already discussed, that bonus shares की भी treatment में अगली पेड आप बोनस शेयर्स दे रहे हो तो आपको पता है कि वो हम प्रॉफिट लॉस रेवेन्यू रिजर्व में से देते हैं। रेवेन्यू रिजर्व अकाउंट डेबिट टू बोनस टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स, एंड देन नेक्स्ट एंट्री में हम क्या करेंगे, बोनस टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल, एंट्रीज हो जाएंगी दो। और अगर हम तो फुली पेड बोनस शेयर दे रहे हैं तो वो सीआरआर में से देने की कोशिश होती है हमारी। CRR account debit, if it is not available or sufficient is not available, security premium is debit, वो भी नहीं है पूरा, तो थर्ड ऑप्शन आती है रेवेन्यू रिजर्व्स अकाउंट डेबिट टू बोनस टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स। नेक्स्ट एंट्री इज बोनस टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल और सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम जो भी हम दे रहे हैं। वेरी गुड सर, विच मेथड शुड वी यूज for PC calculation if it is not given in the question? Beta, we have only one method to be used, that is net payment method. But if that is not possible because some information is missing, or he has given the information in such a way that he is confusing you, वो आपको खुद ही एक hint देगा कि you have to use here net asset method. He is giving some hint, or intrinsic value method is to be used. He is giving some hint. Then we are going to use those, or some information is missing, then we have to take help from those methods. Otherwise we are using only one method, that is net payment method for PC. Previous class one, I was bit concerned, but after solving things got more clear. That is my real opinion, that you should have to remain in the class with a commitment that we will listen to sir, we will do with him whatever he is saying, because गुरु और शिष्य का जो नाता होता है उसमें एक ही चीज होती है, मुझे आपको अपने आप को अच्छा नहीं पेश करना, मुझे अपने आप को आपके लिए ऐसा पेश करना है जिसमें आपका जो सोल्यूशन है वो निकल पाए। तो उसके लिए मुझे टफ होना पड़ता है, मुझे आपको टफ से टफ चीजें करवानी पड़ती हैं। अगर आप मेरे साथ टफ से टफ चीजें करोगे तो घर जाके जो इजी चीजें वो आराम से कर लोगे, टफ को भी कवर कर लोगे। तो ड्यू टू दैट रीजन मैं आपको टफ से टफ पॉइंट्स कवर करता हूँ, मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं बनाना लेक्चर को। मुझे पता है कि आप लोग सीए करने जा रहे हो और सीए की स्टडी इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं बना सकता मैं। सीए में आप लोगों को टफ से टफ क्वेश्चन करने हैं। हमारे सर हुआ करते थे, JB गुप्ता सर, दिल्ली में, वो मैं पढ़ाते थे, मतलब मैं नहीं पढ़ा उनसे, मैंने लोगों से सुना है। कि वो टफ से टफ क्वेश्चंस करवाया करते थे क्लास में, और बच्चों को उससे भी टफ क्वेश्चन घर से देते थे। और मैंने भी जितने 20 सालों में 25 सालों में टीचिंग दी है, मैंने टफ से टफ क्वेश्चंस को प्रैक्टिस करवाया है। तो एग्जाम में जाके बच्चे के सामने जब इजी सा क्वेश्चन आता है तो उसके लिए मजाक सा हो जाता है, एंड ही इज डूइंग इट विद इन मिनट्स। और अगर टफ आता है तो उसको डर नहीं लगता। हम लोग आर्मी की ट्रेनिंग लेने आए हैं, हम मिलिट्री की ट्रेनिंग लेने आए हैं, इसमें मजा नहीं आने वाला। मजा डालने के लिए नहीं मैं बैठा हुआ। आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू पुट अप अ साल्ट इन द ट्रेनिंग टीचिंग। आई एम गोइंग टू give you the concept. You will have to practice with me. We are getting coaching of ICAI, that is CA coaching, and CA coaching is not for enjoyment. If a people are showing that we are teaching you and you are enjoying the class, then it means for you are not going to do CA, because in CA our studies are always tough. And once you will have an experience of tough studies, you can easily solve simple problems, tough problems, or anything whatever comes into your life. So आई वन प्रीवियस का ओके, जीएसटी रिटर्न फाइल करने में लगा था सर। तो बेटा, स्टडी और ट्रेनिंग, यू शुड हैव टू मेक बैलेंस इन दीज टू। योर स्टडी मस्ट नॉट सफर विद द ट्रेनिंग, लेट इट बी वेरी मच क्लियर। फॉर दैट वट एवर is required, you have to do it. 20th round is realized. So I didn't understand paragraph first of page 13.32. Named entries at par value. We'll see, Ankur, don't worry. Entries at par value concept will come to us. We will show you. That is it. Please take my query. Nancy Saxena. Tell me what is your query. Nancy, what is your query? I am ready to take your query, but I am not able to see what is the query. Send me once again, beta. What is amalgamation adjustment reserve? That we have done also, but I would like to do it once more, because and no such question have come to us. And there are statutory reserves. We have already discussed it in the books of purchasing vendor company. These are to be these are to be written off by transferring to equity shareholders account by transferor company. But in the books of transferee company, these are to be recorded with a special entry, special additional entry, I would like to say, because earlier entry have no concern with that, because these are just entries to be carried forward. These are the reserves to be carried forward, beta. Entry is very simple. Amalgamation adjustment, reserve account debit, adjustment account, sorry, amalgamation adjustment account to statutory reserve. These include investment allowance reserve, or these are some compulsory reserves. I would like to take an example also for that. So this is illustration number, beta. illustration number 8. In that it is given specifically, if you will see, there is a export profit reserve, investment allowance reserve. These two reserves are statutory reserves. Okay, those reserves which are created for some specific purpose and which are made mandatory by government of India also. These are called statutory reserves. So in that we have a export profit reserve, investment allowance reserve. ये दो रिजर्व्स तो हैं, और भी एक तो होंगे, आप नेट से सर्च कर लो, इनके नाम तो तीन चार नाम टोटल होते हैं, एक आध और भी नाम होगा, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर दैट नेम, बाई चांस मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा। तो रिजर्व्स की हम एक एंट्री डाल देते हैं, नथिंग एल्स, सी व्हाट एंट्री वी हैव पास्ड, दैट इज 300 here and 200 and 100. So this entry is passed. See, in the books of a purchaser company, a special entry is to be passed. This is in the nature of merger. In the nature of merger, we are going to transfer all the reserves, all such reserves. We can say all such reserves. उसको मैं परचेज का मेथड बता रहा था, मैं पहले परचेज में करवा देता हूँ. लेट्स सी इन द नेचर ऑफ परचेज. या in the nature of purchase, that will be a better option. In the nature of purchase, you will have to pass an entry in the books of business purchase to liquidator. Okay, third, fourth. Yeah, he has not passed the entry, but he has done it. Like this amalgamation adjustment reserve account debit 300. He has not shown the entry, but an entry is required to be passed. देखो एंट्री उसने डाली हुई है बट उसने शो नहीं करी, बस इतना प्रॉब्लम है. अमलगामेशन एडजस्टमेंट रिजर्व को उसने डेबिट किया हुआ, एक्सपोर्ट प्रॉफिट और इन्वेस्टमेंट अलाउंस रिजर्व को उसने क्रेडिट किया हुआ बेटा. तो ये तो उसने किया तो हुआ, बट उसने एंट्री डालना भूल गया, जैसे मान लो कह सकते हैं, या एंट्री डालना भूल गया, तो यहाँ पर एंट्री डाल लो आप. इन द नेचर ऑफ परचेज में यहाँ पर आप एंट्री डाल लो इसकी, तभी आएगा ना, अदरवाइज इफ देयर इज नो एंट्री हाउ वी कैन पुट इट इन अवर बैलेंस शीट. अमलगामेशन एडजस्टमेंट रिजर्व डेबिट टू स्टैट्यूटरी रिजर्व्स, whatever it is. जो भी स्टैट्यूटरी रिजर्व्स होंगे वो यहाँ डाल देंगे. एक्सपोर्ट प्रॉफिट रिजर्व और इन्वेस्टमेंट अलाउंस रिजर्व, it will be shown as a negative balance in balance sheet under the head reserve and surplus, and it will be shown as a positive balance in balance sheet of purchasing company under the head reserve and surplus. I think this is clear. It is an account which is to be carried forward for 5 years. 5 सालों के लिए इसको रखते हैं हम. Okay, you may take the screenshot beta. Statutory reserve. One is development rebate reserve. You may note it down. One is development rebate reserve, second is investment allowance reserve, third is export profit reserve. So two reserves are already given in this question, and one is additional, that is development reserve, development rebate reserve. For few years it will be kept in the books, and after then it will be reversed by passing a reversal entry. कुछ सालों के लिए इसको 5 years कहते हैं, वैसे हमने एज पर ईएस जो हमारा एज पर कंपनीज एक्ट है, तो उसके बाद हम इसको 5 years के बाद रिवर्सल एंट्रीज डाल देते हैं। दैट्स इट। ये होता है कि हमने इतने रिजर्व को रखना है ताकि हम लोग इतना प्रॉफिट केप्ट असाइड हो जाए, हमारे पास अलग से रखा हो हमारे। This is also given in AS14. If you will see, you may study AS14 also for this purpose. In that proper paragraph is given to you regarding this. पूरी डिटेल उसमें दी हुई है इसकी। How is that? Some words not understood. I would like to read once again. Statutory reserve of vendor company written off by transferring to equity shareholders. Written off by transferring to equity shareholders. Okay, by transferor company. But in the books of transferee company, these are to be recorded with a special additional entry, amalgamation adjustment reserve to statutory reserve. सिंपल वर्ड्स में देखो ना, जो हमारा आपका है ना, जो वेंडर कंपनी, उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता इससे। सिर्फ परचेजिंग कंपनी की बुक्स में ये एंट्री आने वाली, वो आपके सामने है। ओके, हाउ इज दिस अमाउंट कैलकुलेटेड? बिकॉज बेटा दैट इज गिवन टू यू, that is given in your balance sheet. If you will see the balance sheet, you may better understand it. See, in notes to account, this is basically solution in the nature of merger. See the original question. Here it is given to you. Yeah, these are the amounts. 300 is the amount of export profit, and this is 100 export profit reserve, and 100 is the investment allowance reserve. So there are total 600 rupees which are to be kept aside. So entry is for this statutory amalgamation adjustment reserve account debit to export profit reserve to investment allowance reserve. Okay. Now in merger, what you have to do? In merger, these accounts will be adjusted in entry number 2. Write it down with you. In merger, statutory reserves will be adjusted in entry number 2 in the nature of merger. Okay. लिख लो अपने पास। स्टैट्यूटरी रिजर्व का सेम अमाउंट ही आएगा बेटा। Sir, can we start illustration number 6? Yes, tell me, if there is any doubt, I would like to take it, beta. Statutory reserve compulsory होता है। Yes, beta. It is compulsory to be kept by the purchasing company in his books of accounts. But vendor company have no difference. They will have to close these accounts. That's it. Because he will have to close his balance sheet. His target is to close his all the books of accounts. That's it. Priya, why only amalgamation adjustment reserve debit and rest are created as statutory reserve? अब बेटा बेटा, व्हाट वी हैव डन, इसको मैं हिंदी में समझा दूं एक बार आप लोगों को। बेटा होता क्या है कि हमारे पास, हम किसी रिजर्व को बुक्स में रखना चाहते हैं, बट वो रिजर्व को हम खरीद तो रहे नहीं, क्योंकि रिजर्व बेचे या खरीदे नहीं जाते। तो अब हमने रिजर्व को किताबों में रखना है, उसको रिजर्व को किताबों में टेम्परेरीली रखना है। तो रखने के लिए उसको क्रेडिट करना जरूरी है, उसके डेबिट में क्या रखेंगे? तो उसके लिए हमें एक ऑप्शन दी गई, हमें एक अपना जो गाइडेंस दी गई है, अगर आप देखोगे AS14 को, तो उसमें लिखा गया है कि हमें उसके लिए डेबिट साइड में अमलगामेशन में ये सारा कुछ हुआ है, उसकी वजह से हमें ये करना पड़ रहा है। तो अमलगामेशन एडजस्टमेंट रिजर्व अकाउंट क्रिएट करना है, उसने कहा हुआ है AS14 में। अगर आप चाहोगे तो AS14 में हम दिखा सकते हैं यहाँ पर। उसको डेबिट करके इनको क्रेडिट कर लो, क्रेडिट करने से ये बुक्स में आ जाएंगे। एंट्री न्यूट्रल है, एंट्री का बैलेंस शीट पे कोई इंपैक्ट नहीं है, बट इट इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी शोन फॉर द टाइम बिंग। जस्ट एक डेड एंट्री है आपके लिए, अगर आप कहो तो। 13.4 पेज इलस्ट्रेशन 8, सेक्शन बी, अमलगमेशन इन द नेचर ऑफ। मुझे लगता है हमने कर लिया ये तो। दैट वी हैव डन बेटा। नहीं, 13.44 है ना? ओके। तो कहाँ से आया, मैंने दिखा दिया बेटा, यहाँ से लिया उन्होंने। ये दिया हुआ था, यहीं से उठा लिया उन्होंने। ये 300 कहाँ से आया है मैंने बता दिया, ऊपर बैलेंस शीट से आ रहा है ना? वहीं से आया है सारा कुछ। तो इन द बुक्स ऑफ परचेजर कंपनी, when liabilities are entered simultaneously these two reserves are entered, okay। तो इसमें कई बार हम लोग ये भी शो, ऐसे भी शो कर सकते हैं, हम जनरल रिजर्व को एज इट इज टेक ओवर कर ले। बिकॉज हमारे रिजर्व एंड मर्जर में क्या लिखा हुआ, अगर आप देखोगे ना। या हियर यू मे सी, इट इज गिवन स्पेसिफिकली that in the nature of merger, what we have to do, we have to transfer all the assets and liabilities, okay। Okay, this is not method, pooling of interest method, let's see। I would like to give you in a theoretical way also, because otherwise you will be always in doubt कि मर्जर में क्या करना है। बिकॉज अभी तक हम लोग परचेज में ही कर रहे थे, इन द नेचर ऑफ परचेज। मर्जर में थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है, मैंने बता भी दिया एक बार, मैं आपको प्रॉपर थ्योरेटिकल वे से बता देता हूँ। अब आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू completely complete concept of merger in theoretical way, because that is already given in your module also. I would like to show it from there, it will be easy to understand later on, because you people have to do the question later on when I will not be available with you. So I think I must have to give you the proper understanding of this. This we have already discussed ना बेटा। This we have discussed कि कैसे कैसे हम मर्जर में निकालते हैं। इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल प्लस प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल प्लस एनी अदर एडिशनल consideration less existing equity share capital, preference share capital, and whatever is the difference that will be adjusted in reserve. So that I have already discussed with you, okay। And regarding adjustment, amalgamation adjustment account also, it is given specifically here, you may underline that। Yeah, this is to be entered in goodwill should be amortized over a period of 5 years. It will also be very useful concept for you, that whatever goodwill come into our books due to the reason of this amalgamation, that is in the nature of purchase, goodwill comes in our books, it is required to be amortized over a period of 5 years. So it will be divided by 5 and written off in the 5 years, because this type of question may come to you in the exam also, for small marks. Then no reserve other than statutory reserves or transfer should be incorporated in the financial statement of transferee company. Here it is also specifically mentioned that in case of purchase, only statutory reserve of transfer company will go into the transferee company. Okay, now these are details given which we have discussed earlier also. Vendor company, and then in the books of purchasing company, this is purchase. Okay, for merger they have not given a proper entry. They have not given proper entry. Then to that reason there is a problem. In illustration number 8, we may easily understand whatever is regarding merger, because this is a good example for merger. In that he has already made it clear that how we have to merge these. So journal entries are given to you. First entry is same business purchase to liquidator. Second entry is assets account debit, whatever assets we are taking over, two liabilities. Okay. Now simultaneously we are taking over reserves, whatever the reserves are there, beta. So in that statutory reserves we have taken over. Okay, 2 lakh and 1 lakh that is given to you. Now general reserve is also taken over. So that you may understand here, general reserve is given to you for 5 lakh. Okay, so he has taken it over, and equity share, sorry, profit loss is also given 750. He has made an adjustment in this general reserve debit 420. Okay, and profit loss credit 5 lakh. That he has done. Yeah, this is the, in this we are taking over X limited take over Y limited. So we have taken over Y limited. So in this 5 lakh is our balance of profit loss, and general reserve balance is also 250, 2 lakh 50,000 plus. Now whatever the amount comes to us that will be related to X limited he has mentioned. ये थोड़ा सा टफ कर दिया उसने, मैंने इसको इजी कर दिया था, ये आप ना किया करो। देखो इसने जैसे किया ये थोड़ा टफ है। इसमें प्रॉफिट लॉस को इसने एज इट इज क्रेडिट कर दिया 5 लाख से, और जनरल रिजर्व यहाँ पर बैलेंस शीट फिगर निकाली है इसने। अगर आप देखोगे तो जनरल रिजर्व बैलेंस शीट फिगर होगी। तो ये थोड़ा टफ है, मैंने आपको सिंप्लीफाई कर दिया कि आप अगर आपका क्रेडिट बैलेंस आ रहा है तो आप उसको जनरल रिजर्व में डाल दो, अगर डेबिट आ रहा है तो उसे P&L में डाल दो। इसने थोड़ा इसको घुमा के किया है, इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड बेटा। इसके बदले में आप वो एंट्री जो मैंने करवाई है वो कर लो। आप एंट्री लिख लो। एंट्री नंबर 2 में क्या डिफरेंस आया आप देख लो। एंट्री नंबर 2 फॉर अमलगमेशन नेचर और merger. Entry is very simple. Assets account debit taken over. Obviously at book value, because in this case assets are taken over at book value. Two liabilities taken over. Two statutory reserves of vendor company. Two business purchase, that is PC. And whatever is the balance sheet figure that will be debited to profit loss account. And two general reserve balance sheet account. That will be easy concept. Okay, so many books follow this approach, and many books follow approach whatever is given in ICAI module. I think this is the easy approach, otherwise you people will confuse. Okay, so this is better option. Section B, amalgamation in the nature of. Can you please tell how amalgamation adjustment reserve 360 is calculated? Okay, just wait. And Mary, just note it down, and then I'll show you, check your query also. All I've noted down. So here 360 is there, she says. तो क्या 360 एक बार देख लेते हैं बेटा. 360, it's 300. Amalgamation adjustment reserve 360. It's 300 beta. Which page? You are seeing 13.4 page. And मेरी 13.4 पेज पे तो हो ही नहीं सकता ना ये. 13.4 page you are saying wrong, no? And Mary, how is that amount of amalgamation adjustment reserve calculated in the method of purchase, not merger? The amount given is 300, and I don't know how it is computed. Okay, in merger, in purchase. Okay, so here this is given 300. Okay, is that clear now that you are asking? Na? Okay, good. Let's see. You need not to worry. It is very simple. For that, you must have to understand the question first. In this question, it is very much clear that X limited is going to take over Y limited. Okay, one thing is clear. Here it is mentioned X limited is taking over Y limited. Okay. Now, one thing is mentioned, the statutory reserves of Y are to be maintained for 2 more years. It is very much clear. So how much is the statutory reserve of Y limited? See here, this is Y limited, this is X, this is Y. So Y limited statutory reserves are 200 and 100. 200 is the export profit reserve, that is an investment allowance reserve is 100. Okay. So entry is with amalgamation. For this, in the nature of purchase, we have to pass an entry. Amalgamation adjustment reserve debit to export profit reserve to investment allowance reserve, and the amount is this one. So it will be shown in our balance sheet at 100. It will be shown in our balance sheet at 200 export reserve plus 300, because export profit is already available with us also. So 300 plus 200, 500 will be shown, and adjustment reserve, it will be 300 because 200 plus 100. This is to be shown. ₹200 plus ₹100, 200 plus 100 बेटा. Is that clear? And Mary, is that clear? So this is simple. 200 plus 100. This is to be shown. And I'm interested to listen from your side. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please second entry जो आपने दी है, use illustration 8 through amount के साथ show कर दीजिए. Amalgamation, adjustment. In the books of X Limited, this entry will be passed because it is a purchasing company. Reserve account debit 300. To export profit reserve 200. To investment allowance reserve 100. Okay. So this is the entry beta. So this will go into your balance sheet. Negative balance. This will be added to your export profit reserve, and this will be and shown in the balance sheet liability side as a reserve and surplus. This will also be shown in the balance sheet under the head reserve and surplus. Okay. Now is that clear? Yeah, and it's clear. Thank you. Okay, no problem. Good. It's too cold here. I have changed my coat also due to the reason of cold. It's too much cold in North India. बहुत ज्यादा ठंड है यहाँ पर. कोई है लुधियाना से यहाँ पर? Is there anyone else from Ludhiana or Punjab? Punjab, Haryana, because it's too cold in Punjab, Haryana, I think. I don't know about the remaining areas. Please second entry जो आपने दी है उस ठीक है. Okay, done. Very good. Sir, which one is supposed to be easy among the two formats, ledger or journal entries? It will be depending upon the demand of the question. In question, he may demand ledger, he may demand journal entries. So whatever he will demand, you will have to do that. Okay. And both are easy for you because you people are very intelligent. You have done journal entries in your plus one, you have done ledger in your plus one, you need not to worry. If preference shares of transferee company is redeemed and maturity time is at the time of merger, then effect will be given in the books of purchasing company? No. If redemption is made by the transferor company, then no impact of that will be given in the books of transferee company. Remaining all depending upon the information given to you. Sir, my doubt was for purchase, not merger. Okay. So that is okay. Sir, ji kindly elaborate entry 2, page number 13.46. I think this is clear now, Manohar Yadav, because we have already done. I think I have covered all the problems, whatever come to me. Shivam from Ludhiana, too cold, very good. Harish Chandar, Hoshiarpur se. Arunachal Pradesh is also too cold, very good. So nowadays where temperature is higher on the higher side means कहाँ पर ठंड नहीं है, where there is no too much cold है, कहीं पर है ऐसा area? Very good. Let's do some technical points now. Kindly explain page number 13.46 in entry number 2 in journalism, because beta Manohar, you need not to do it because I have already given you the alternative of that, and the alternative is this one. You may go by this way. Oh, sorry. This is the better option, beta. Let's pass second entry with this concept. It will be more easy. मैं second entry इस concept से डलवा देता हूँ आपको. Yes. In this, assets account will be debited with rupees 66,000. Then liabilities 8,50,000. Export profit reserve and investment allowance reserve, that is statutory reserves 3 lakh. This is 66 lakhs. Business purchase 53 lakh 70,000. And balance sheet figure is this one. So whatever is the balance sheet figure, get it? That will be the answer. Rohtak, very good. Pune, Maharashtra, also too cold. Mumbai, only one season summer. Okay. ओके, मुंबई में आजकल समर है, हैं? गर्मी बढ़िया है, फिर कुछ दिन मुंबई जाना चाहिए मतलब. Nowadays it will be better. Harshit Sharma from Hoshiarpur, Jammu, also too cold. Very good. So get the balance sheet figure. How much it is? Fast. This is the entry number 2 under merger. On page number 13.46, you may replace that with this entry. This is the right option. This will be the better option for you. I already mentioned you that statutory reserve have no different treatment in the books of transferor company. They doesn't have any problem. It's a transfer, it's a statutory reserve or any other reserve, because they will have to close their balance sheet. They're not going to sell it. So obviously, this is just a formality which is carried forward by the purchasing company. So due to that reason, there's no difference. We have to transfer it to the simply in the books of Y Limited. This has been done in the books of X Limited. Okay. In the books of Y Limited, entry is very simple. That is equity share capital debit, all reserves account debit. These are the reserves. You may pass this entry. Yeah. Equity share capital will debit with 3,000. According to my opinion, remaining we may better see from the question. General reserve debit, if it is available. If there is no change in that, obviously it will come as it is. Export profit reserve debit, 2 lakh. Investment allowance reserve, 1 lakh. And profit loss account debit, if it is there, 5 lakh. To equity share holders account. Okay, so this will be the entry. 7 degree in Rajasthan. Very good. Aparna Mishra, 80,000 credit balance. Difference is 80,000. Okay, here it is 80,000. She says. You have seen that what he has done. He has debited general reserve with 4 lakh, 4 lakh 20,000, है ना? In his entry, and credited profit loss account with 5 lakh. So what he has done? No, it is debit. It will be credit balance. Okay. So here it will be 80,000 better. So nothing will come in profit loss. Okay. So that is the treatment which you can do. So we have written it off export profit reserve and investment. So that's it. Illustration number 11, you need not to do. Don't do illustration number 11 because that have some different concept. So that we will do only after next chapter. Let's do क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. लेट्स डू क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 बेटा. अभी क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 करेंगे हम लोग. तो 12th क्वेश्चन इज विद यू. अभी आप लोग करोगे. The following were the balance sheet of 12th question, note illustration. Okay, that you have to start doing. पढ़ो क्वेश्चन को. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल रीड दिस क्वेश्चन. आई विल डिस्कस सम पॉइंट्स विद यू एंड देन आई विल गिव यू द वर्किंग. कैसे कैसे आपने करना है, आई विल हिंट यू. यू हैव टू डू योरसेल्फ. ओके, स्टार्ट डूइंग क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. रीड इट फर्स्ट. सबसे पहले पूरा क्वेश्चन पढ़ो. रीड द फुल क्वेश्चन प्रॉपरली. Very important question, having many important points to be discussed. रीड इट सिंसियरली. पूरा क्वेश्चन आराम से पढ़ो. काफी कुछ मिलने वाला है इस क्वेश्चन में आपको. टू गेट मैनी इनपुट्स. काफी अच्छा होगा क्वेश्चन ये. पूरा क्वेश्चन आराम से पढ़ना है, अच्छी तरह से पढ़ना है. वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. सी इट्स एडजस्टमेंट्स आल्सो सिंसियरली, पूरी एडजस्टमेंट्स पढ़ लो सो दैट आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड वेरी वेल. Balance sheet of P Limited and V Limited as at 31st of March is given to you. Date is to be kept into mind. There are two companies. Date is 31st of March 2021. Now he says share capital is given to you. Reserve and surplus is given to you. Long term borrowing is there in V Limited only, not in P Limited. Amount is in lakhs. Most important point to be kept into mind. Here amount is in lakhs. Okay. Payables and short term provisions are given. Assets are given to you. Current assets are given to you. Coming back. Share capital, रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस, शेयर कैपिटल में ज्यादा डिटेल्स नहीं है. ही सेज इन नोट्स टू अकाउंट्स इट्स सिंपल, मींस इट्स सिंपल इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल नोट प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल इफ यू सी. नाउ रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस includes security premium, that is 3000. This is of P Limited. Okay. Then foreign profit reserve is given to you. This is again a statutory reserve. Foreign profit reserve is a statutory reserve. General reserve is given to you. Profit loss is given to you. In borrowings, there are debentures 12%. In this way, you have to read the question, whatever the way I am studying. Property plant, you have to devote minimum 1 to 2 minutes or 5 minutes on the question itself, because these are lengthy questions. If you will memorize the question, then you will be able to solve it in quick minutes. You can solve it quickly, है ना? आप जल्दी जल्दी solve कर लोगे. So there are three assets with us: land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures. And in P Limited, there is no land and build. In V Limited, there is no land and building. Okay. Now, one thing is there, if you are interested to read it in such a way that you are going to solve it also quickly, then you must have to read first two lines of the question and the last two lines of the question first. If you will read these two lines, that is first two lines or last two lines, you will be able to answer the question very quickly. Your reading will be more productive. You see, in the last two lines, you are required to pass journal entries in the books of P Limited. So here concentration will be on the journal entries of P Limited, and then prepare P Limited's balance sheet immediately after the merger. So we should be very much we must be tension free from the V point of view, because he has made it clear we have to work for the P, because he says past entries in the books of P and prepare P's balance sheet immediately after the merger. And one thing, second thing is, it is also clear from this that if balance sheet is to be prepared for P Limited, there here we will get a concept of V Limited is to be taken over by the P Limited, because only that company is to be continued which is going to take over the other one. So this is also clear from these two lines. Now when I'll read these lines, read all the question, I will be रीडिंग इट इन ए वेरी इजी वे. अब मेरे माइंड में क्लियर है कि मुझे परचेजिंग कंपनी की बुक्स में काम करना है, मुझे वेंडर कंपनी की बुक्स का कुछ नहीं करने वाला. तो मैं परचेजिंग कंपनी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सारी एडजस्टमेंट्स को पढ़ूंगा. तो अगर मैंने पहले ही दो लाइनें पढ़ ली हैं और मेरे लिए ये क्वेश्चन को बार बार पढ़ने में टाइम अगर हम कंज्यूम करते हैं एग्जाम में, तो फिर हम लोग क्वेश्चन को टाइमली सॉल्व नहीं कर पाते. हम लोग 100 मार्क्स का पेपर 180 मिनट्स में सॉल्व नहीं कर पाते, बिकॉज विल गेट 180 मिनट्स. तो 1.8 मिनट्स मिलते हैं हर क्वेश्चन के, हर मार्क के लिए, जो कि पॉसिबल नहीं रहता. तो आप लोगों ने करना क्या है, आपने पहले रिक्वायरमेंट पे स्ट्रेस देना कि रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, ताकि क्वेश्चन को उसी हिसाब से पढ़ा जाए. तो अभी मुझे रिक्वायरमेंट पता लगी कि मुझे सिर्फ पी लिमिटेड का काम करना है. तो जो मैंने पहले पढ़ा था उसमें बैलेंस शीट में भी अगर मैं उससे भी पहले पढ़ लेता कि मैंने पी लिमिटेड का स्टडी करना है, तो उस केस में मैं कंसंट्रेट इसी पे करता कि मुझे सिर्फ वी लिमिटेड के जो स्टैट्यूटरी रिजर्व्स हैं उनको टेक ओवर करना है. ये भी क्लियर हो गया कि इसमें कौन किसको टेक ओवर कर रहा है, मुझे लास्ट टू लाइन से ये लगभग क्लियर हो गया है, बिकॉज पी लिमिटेड परचेजिंग और वी लिमिटेड सेलर है इसमें. तो मुझे यहाँ से क्लियर है कि बैलेंस शीट जो है वी लिमिटेड की वो मेरे लिए काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगी, बिकॉज मुझे उस बैलेंस शीट को खत्म करना है, वी लिमिटेड की बैलेंस शीट को. और पी लिमिटेड की बैलेंस शीट की मेरे लिए कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है, बिकॉज आपको पता है कि जो हम जर्नल एंट्रीज डालते हैं पी लिमिटेड की बुक्स में, परचेजर की बुक्स में, उसमें सिर्फ वेंडर कंपनी की बैलेंस शीट को ही ध्यान में रखा जाता है. उसी को तो खत्म करने के लिए उसी को तो हमने टेक ओवर करना है. See, all the BR held by V were P's acceptance. Very good point. Note it down with you. This is just same as we are discussing about the intercompany owing for debtors and creditors. What is BR? BR means for debtors. Note it down. BR means for debtors and BP means for creditors. BR means for debtors. Another name of debtors. BP means for creditors. Now he says, मैंने पीछे गया. I'm going into the question, seeing that how many BR is available in that. So if I'll see in question number 12, no BR is given in balance sheet. So we'll see when it will come to me. One thing is very much clear, whatever the BR in V Limited and BP in P Limited are intercompany owing. So their entry will be very simple, BP to BR, because we are going to reverse the creditors and we are going to reverse the debtors. तो हमने उल्टा करना होता है. बीआर का बैलेंस डेबिट होता है, उसे क्रेडिट कर देंगे. बीपी का बैलेंस क्रेडिट होता है, उसको डेबिट कर देंगे. तो एंट्री बड़ी सिंपल है, बीपी टू बीआर. ऑन 1st April, that is the day when this balance sheet is prepared. See question number 12, first line of the question. Balance sheets are given on 31st of March 2021. And this is the next day on 1st of April, P took over. This is the most important point. If there is a gap between these two dates, then the question will be somehow different. We should have to go for that also. So these things must be seen. P Limited took over V Limited in amalgamation in the nature of merger. This is a point which is to be underlined by us because here we have to concentrate on merger. For discharge, P Limited for the business, P Limited would allot 3 fully paid up equity shares, 3 shares of rupees 10 each at par. Or at par means 10 का share 10 में. Share of 10 will be given at 10. For every 2 shares held in V Limited, you can easily get it. You are very intelligent. Also agreed that 12% debentures in V would be converted into 13% debentures in P of the same amount and denomination. Very easy. We can easily do it. Denomination means 100 का 100 में दे देंगे. मतलब नोट भी 100 के ही होंगे. अगर पहले 100 का नोट था तो अब भी 100 का नोट होगा. मतलब जितनी पहले फेस वैल्यू पेड अप वैल्यू थी उतनी ही पेड अप वैल्यू फेस वैल्यू अब रहेगी. और सेम अमाउंट का मतलब टोटल अमाउंट भी सेम रहेगी. सिर्फ रेट का फर्क पड़ेगा. पहले 12% डिबेंचर से अब 13% हो जाए. Detail of trade receivable and payable, from where he has taken it. See in the balance sheet it is given trade receivable 2120 and 1100. So he has given you the detail how this 2120 is calculated and 1100 is calculated. He says in this debtors are there, in this BR is also there. In V Limited BR of rupees 80 is there, and in P Limited BP of rupees 120 is there. So 120 जो बीपी है हमारे पास, उसने ऊपर क्या लिखा होता. अब लाइन पढ़ो दोबारा से जाके. गो एंड रीड द लाइन वंस अगेन. All the BR held by V were P's acceptance. That means for all the BR of V Limited means 80 lakhs. The BR of 80 lakhs of V Limited are all accepted by P Limited, which have total BP of 120. Out of that 120, 80 lakh belongs to V Limited, 40 lakh belongs to others. So others have no problem, that will remain as it is. In purchasing company books, in entry number 2, he will have to take over all the assets. In that he will take over BR of rupees 80. There's no problem. But later on he will have to pass an additional entry, that is cancellation entry. Expenses of amalgamation is given to you 1 lakh, which has to be borne by purchasing company. So first of all calculate the PC fast. Within 2 minutes get the PC first. सबसे पहले PC निकालो बेटा फटाफट. Give me the answer. How much is the PC? वेरी गुड, अनमोल हैज कैलोड द पीसी, अपर्णा हैज कैलोड द पीसी। वेरी गुड। रिमेनिंग बाकी लोग फास्ट जल्दी करो। 1 minute गेम इज देयर। स्पीड इज अ मैटर। We'll assume that the share earlier, the share of V Limited was also rupees 10 per share. It has not been mentioned anywhere, but we'll assume because now new shares are to be given according to that. So we'll assume the same earlier also. Very good, get it बेटा। पूजा रिकैलकुलेटेड बेटा, दोबारा से निकालो। अनिंदिता दोबारा निकालो। अनिंदिता दोबारा निकालो। पूजा फास्ट दोबारा निकालो। बाकी लोग जिन्होंने निकाल लिया आंसर भेजो। राम झा। ओके, गुड, वेरी गुड। हरिंदर शर्मा, गुड, वेरी गुड। बेटा नेहा, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू let you be clear because I'll not be with you in the exams. So I'm interested to get answer from your side first, then I'll let you clear. आप मुझे इंग्लिश की हिंदी मत पूछो। इस बार इंग्लिश की हिंदी आप करके दिखाओगे। मुझे आंसर भेजो फटाफट। मैं किसी को कुछ भी नहीं समझा रहा इसमें, क्योंकि इसमें इंग्लिश टू हिंदी का काम आपका है। ट्राई करो, गलत होगा तो क्या हो जाएगा। ट्राई करो, गलत करो, मुझे भेजो, मैं आपको सही करवाऊंगा। आपको थोड़ा सा हर्ट होगा, हर्ट होने के बाद आप अगली बार और प्रैक्टिस करो। तो आर्मी में तो हर्ट ही किया जाता है, और करते क्या हम लोग। वहां पर आर्मी में कौन सा वो बड़ा प्यार से डील करते हैं। एक पर्सन 5 मिनट्स लेट उठ के आ जाता है अगर, तो वो उसको 10 राउंड लगवा देते हैं, 20 राउंड लगवा देते हैं। तो उससे क्या होता है, वो उसके बाद कभी भी लेट नहीं होता। तो हमें भी कुछ ऐसा ही करना पड़ेगा, मजबूरी। We have to take both a share capital as PC, both a share capital as PC। दूसरी तो है ही नहीं बेटा, मुझे तो नजर नहीं आ रही। आंसर सेंड किया है सर, वेरी गुड। आंसर तो नहीं है बेटा वो। 3 out, इफ दिस इज नॉट आंसर। आंसर इज एन अमाउंट। आई नीड द अमाउंट ऑफ पीसी। वेरी सिंपल आंसर इज देयर। लेट्स सी। वेरी सिंपल आंसर इज देयर बेटा, बड़ा सिंपल सा आंसर था। ये तो 1 मिनट आंसर था, देखो। मैं तो चाहता हूँ वहीं पर दिखा देते हैं, छोड़ो। इट वाज इलस्ट्रेशन नंबर 12। जिन्होंने कर लिया, दे मस्ट हैव टू स्टार्ट पासिंग जर्नल एंट्रीज फास्ट। दे हैव टू स्टार्ट पासिंग जर्नल एंट्रीज इन द बुक्स ऑफ परचेजर कंपनी फास्ट। फटाफट एंट्री डालो कॉपीज में। मैं आपको एक बार बता भी दूंगा, एंट्रीज चेक करवा दूंगा, आप एंट्रीज डाल लो। आंसर इज 9,000 lakhs। दिस इज 6,000। ही सेज 6,000 lakhs are there। Okay, everyone will be given. We will assume that there are. We will assume that there are shares worth rupees 10 per share. So 600 lakhs shares are there. Now three shares will be given for against every two. So it will be 900 lakh shares will be given at the rate of 10 each. So this will be 9,000 lakhs beta. So this is the amount of PC. Simple, very simple. This is the amount of PC. Now I think Maxim has done correctly. So I need fast जल इंटरेस्ट डालनी है फटाफट। जिन्होंने नहीं किया, जिनका गलत हो गया, वो ठीक कर लो। Journal entries in the nature of merger. Very simple entry. Business purchase to liquidator with 9,000 lakhs. Very good. सेकंड एंट्री, सेकंड एंट्री डालेंगे हम। डालो सेकंड एंट्री डालो फास्ट। फॉर सेकंड एंट्री यू विल हैव टू डेबिट ऑल दी एसेट्स। मुझे लगता है आप लोगों ने डाल ली होगी, डालो फटाफट, फास्ट डालो, एंड से डालो पहले, फिर मैं बताऊंगा। वेटिंग फॉर योर आंसर। नाउ गेट द बैलेंस फिगर, दिस इज द एंट्री बेटा, गेट द बैलेंस फिगर। Not forgotten, beta. I will shown it here. Okay. 3 sound sir, journal reserve. 1335 journal reserve for second entry. My balance for BF is balance figure is coming as GR 1025. Is it correct? Yes, beta, it's correct. 1335 journal reserve, wrong entry, wrong balance. Now, how they are adjusting, I would like to show you also. There's no problem, but you should have to understand it in a proper way. Actually, what they people are doing, it will be better if you will see AS14 also for this purpose. Otherwise, the simple thing is to profit loss account. They are trying to keep balance of profit loss account as it is and trying to adjust losses or profit from general reserve. So that they are trying to do. But this is practically difficult to some extent. You must have to keep it a keen observation on that. सो दे आर ट्राइंग टू डू दैट. यहाँ पर जो एक अप्रोच लगाई गई है वो अप्रोच ये है कि ये प्रॉफिट लॉस में बैलेंस फिगर नहीं डाल रहे. ये प्रॉफिट लॉस में क्या डाल रहे हैं, जो एक्चुअल अमाउंट है. जैसे प्रॉफिट लॉस में इन्होंने 825 डाल दिया, हमारी बैलेंस फिगर आ रही है यहाँ पर 1025. तो इन्होंने क्या किया, जनरल रिजर्व जो है उसको बैलेंस फिगर ले लिया. दैट्स इट. इतना ही डिफरेंस क्रिएट किया और ज्यादा फर्क नहीं है. इसमें बैलेंस नहीं एडजस्ट किया, इन्होंने एक्चुअल अमाउंट ले ली. अगर आप देखोगे तो आपकी एक्चुअल अमाउंट प्रॉफिट लॉस का जो क्रेडिट बैलेंस है वो इतना ही है. तो बैलेंस की फिगर इन्होंने जनरल रिजर्व में एडजस्ट कर दिया. जनरल रिजर्व डेबिट 200. सो दिस इज अ बैलेंस फिगर बेटा. आप क्या कर सकते हो, आप चाहो तो एक ये अप्रोच ये है. दूसरी अप्रोच ये है कि आप ओवरऑल बैलेंस फिगर निकाल लो. जो बैलेंस फिगर आती है, अगर वो डेबिट है तो प्रॉफिट लॉस में डाल दो, अगर वो क्रेडिट है तो जनरल रिजर्व में डाल दो. प्रॉब्लम क्या आने वाली है, अभी यहाँ पर तो हमारे पास अपनी कंपनी में पी लिमिटेड में जनरल रिजर्व पड़ा हुआ है. तो पी लिमिटेड में अगर जनरल रिजर्व है तो उसमें से हम नेगेटिव जनरल रिजर्व को माइनस कर देंगे. अब ये नेगेटिव जनरल रिजर्व है क्योंकि ये डेबिट साइड में आया है ना. तो डेबिट साइड का मतलब नेगेटिव जनरल रिजर्व. तो नेगेटिव जनरल रिजर्व को आप एडजस्ट कर दोगे. लेकिन अगर ये हमारे पास पी लिमिटेड में जनरल रिजर्व जीरो हो अपना, तो उसमें फिर नेगेटिव एडजस्ट नहीं हो पाएगा. फिर हमें इसे पी एंड एल अकाउंट में से करना ही पड़ेगा. फिर हमारे पास कोई और ऑप्शन नहीं बचता. क्योंकि फिर रेवेन्यू रिजर्व में हम लोग ये शो नहीं करते कि हाँ जी हमारे पास जनरल रिजर्व में नेगेटिव बैलेंस है. आई एम टेलिंग यू दैट सिंपल थिंग दैट in case we have a general reserve available with us, we may adjust out of that the negative balance of general reserve also. But in case we have only the positive balance, we haven't any general reserve available with the purchasing company, then there is no other option to do it. तो फिर तो हमें profit then we have to adjust it from the profit loss account only. So due to that reason, I am taking that approach because that approach is also used by many books. I am taking here 1025 and we can use the name general reserve here. Okay, one thing. Second is we may take profit or loss account as it is, and general reserve may be taken as balance figure. It's your choice. You may do anything. Both are allowed. It doesn't go. It is not going to affect your balance sheet at all. Okay. So next is we are going to pass another entry now because he has already mentioned that debentures are going to be settled. So debentures, 12% debentures of V Limited debit to 13% debentures that we are issuing them. So the debenture value is 110 lakhs. So it will be given for the same amount. Then one entry is there, BP intercompany cancellation, BP debit to BR beta. So this will be 80,000. Okay. Then one entry was there, liquidator account debit, liquidator of V Limited, whatever we are calling, to equity share capital. So that is 9,000 lakhs. Okay. So this comes to an end, and also in this case, we have understood how to pass entries in the case of merger, because I have tried to cover merger by way of this with a new point, that is BP to BR. दो चीजें इसमें कवर करने की मैंने कोशिश की है. Is that clear to everyone? Ninth third is basically BP, business purchase, that is PC. Goodwill entry, but a goodwill entry is not passed here because here it is nature of merger. In the nature of purchase, we are using the word goodwill or capital reserve. In the nature of merger, we are not using the word goodwill or capital reserve. We are using the word profit and loss account or general reserve. And all the reserves are to be taken here. सारे reserves इसमें ले लेते हैं हम लोग. Okay. Now we have to do question number 13. So could you prepare balance sheet of it? इसकी balance sheet बना सकते हो आप लोग. घर जाके बना लेना. Prepare its balance sheet at your home because journal entries are already done by you. Prepare the balance sheet at home. Okay. Let's do question number 13 बेटा. 13 क्वेश्चन करेंगे अपने आप. फास्ट गेट द पीसी. इसकी पीसी निकालेंगे फास्ट. Read the question properly. Start calculating its PC and then tell me. Good query is asked by a student. Sir, what is the entry for liquidation expenses paid? One journal entry, please explain again. Ram Jha. Which entry, Ram Jha? Just tell me. Okay. What is the entry for liquidation expenses? Okay. Note it down. In this case, entry for liquidation expenses will be. Tell me how many expenses are incurred by them. It is rupees 1 lakh. Okay. So 1 lakh rupees are paid by him. Now liquidation expenses, whatever we have paid, that is also our loss. वो भी हमारा loss है. So that loss will be adjusted from where? उसको कहाँ से adjust करेंगे? There are two options. Either that may be adjusted from the revenue reserve or that may be adjusted from the capital reserve. It is up to our choice. If we have any capital reserve available with us, then we will write it from the capital reserve. That must be in the books of purchasing company. Is there any capital reserve available in the books of purchasing company C? No, there is no capital reserve available with them. So as expenses are paid by us, it may be entered as same. इसकी एंट्री सिंपल वही डाल सकते हैं जो पहले डाल रहे थे. दिस नो प्रॉब्लम. आप इसे कैपिटल लॉस के रूप में डाल सकते हो. दिस नो प्रॉब्लम. इन दैट केस गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट if capital reserve is not available. If capital reserve is available in the books, then we will use that. To bank, it is 1 lakh. Now write it down. If capital reserve account is available in books of, in balance sheet of purchasing company, then CR will be debited. Okay. Sir, why they have added 14 trade payable in solution? Very good point. Very good point. Beta, we have seen that there are two persons, P Limited and V Limited. Now, this is the vendor company in whose books 80 lakh belongs to, 80 lakh receivable from P Limited. Okay. And in the books of P Limited, 80 lakh payable to V Limited out of 120 lakhs. See how much is the amount of BP in the books of P Limited and how much is the amount of BR in the books of V Limited. Now, what happens when we pass this entry? See, automatically, when we have passed this entry to BP, wrongly written business purchase. Okay. To creditors, to provision, to foreign reserve. Yeah. When we pass this entry, this BR account comes into the books of purchasing company, that is P Limited. Now, in the books of P Limited, if you will see, there are BP worth rupees 120 and BR worth rupees 80. If you will see, है ना, आप ध्यान दो इसमें क्या हो रहा है कि BR हमारे पास आ गए, तो हमारे पास आ गए तो हमारी बैलेंस शीट जो है उसमें क्या हो गया, एक तरफ एसेट साइड में 80 लाख है, किसको देने हैं हमने, किसको, किससे रिसीव करने हैं, अपने आप से, बिकॉज हम ही तो P लिमिटेड है, ये BR ऑफ V लिमिटेड हम खरीद के लाए हैं, ठीक है। और ये BR है तो V लिमिटेड का, पर V लिमिटेड ने पैसे किससे लेने, P से। और ये BP है, इसमें दो पार्ट्स हैं, इसमें 80 जो है वो किसके हैं, हमने V को पे करने हैं, और 40 जो है वो पे करने थे अदर्स। जो अदर्स है उनकी तो मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, जो मैंने V को पे करने थे, अब V तो रहा ही नहीं, अब V कौन बन गया, P, वो मैं खुद ही बन गया, तो मैंने P को 80 लाख रुपीज देने हैं और P से ही 80 लाख रुपीज लेने हैं, तो दोनों मेरी बैलेंस शीट में तो शो हो रहे हैं, मुझे इसका रिवर्सल करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ना तो मैंने अपने आप को पे करने हैं, ना ही मैंने अपने आप से रिसीव करने हैं, तो मैं 80 का रिवर्सल कर दूंगा। उसके बाद जो मेरे पास बीपी टोटल थे 120 के, उसमें से 80 का रिवर्सल हो गया, 40 मेरी बुक्स में आएंगे, मेरी जो बैलेंस शीट है उसमें 40 शो होंगे, और जो बीआर है मेरे पास 80 के, उसमें से मैंने 80 का रिवर्सल कर दिया, तो बीआर नहीं शो होगा। I have reversed 80 lakh rupees. With that, what will happen? My BP account will reduce by 80 lakh and only 40 will appear in my balance sheet. That will be of others. Okay. In my balance sheet, BR will be shown as nil because out of 80, 80 has been cancelled. That has been reversed. I think I have made it clear. Where mutual link point is given, beta. अच्छा वो तो आप ढूंढ लो बेटा. This is given in point number immediately below the balance sheet. If you will see immediately below the balance sheet, you will find it, Aparna. So another entry of expenses borne by P Limited are also there. That we have done, sir. Foreign profit reserve is a reserve or liability? It's a reserve. Pooja, it's a amalgamation adjustment reserve वाला reserve है ये. वही statutory reserve है. But sir, one journal entry balance is not matching. Which one, sir? How to get trade balance 40 in balance sheet? Is that clear now? Sir, how general reserve was arrived 200. 200 that balance figure, beta. This is the balance figure. If you are taking profit loss as balance sheet figure, then general reserve will be taken as nil. It will be zero. That is, if you are taking profit loss as a balance sheet figure, then profit loss balance will be 1025 in the balance sheet. Okay, 1025 or 625. Sorry, it will be. It is now 825 ना. मुझे लगता है मैंने एंट्री गलत डाल दी है ना. वेरी गुड. दिस इज माई प्रॉब्लम है ना. यहाँ पर मेरी तरफ से गलती हुई है मुझे लगता है. देखो यहाँ पर लॉस नहीं आ रहा, यहाँ पर प्रॉफिट आ रहा है. थोड़ी सी मेरी तरफ से मिस्टेक है, आप लोगों ने बताया भी नहीं. तो जनरल रिजर्व यहाँ पर आएगा 2 GR, बैलेंस फिगर 200. So there are two options. If you will take P&L as balance sheet figure, it will be 1025. If you will take P&L balance as it is 825 actual balance shown in the balance sheet, then 200 balance sheet figure will be from general reserve. That is up to your choice. दोनों approaches चलती हैं. Page 13.79 point B. How we know that who is creditor and who is debtor? 13.79. Who is creditor and who is debtor? लिखा हुआ है बेटा ये तो. बेटा ही हैज मेंशन ट्रेड पेएबल्स. ट्रेड पेएबल्स से मतलब क्रेडिटर्स होते हैं, एंड ट्रेड रिसीवेबल का मतलब डेटर्स होते हैं. एक बार इसको दोबारा पढ़ना घर जाके, इट विल बी क्लियर इफ यू विल रीड इट वंस अगेन बेटा. सर दे हैव नॉट एडेड प्लांट एंड मशीनरी एंड फर्नीचर फिक्चर ऑफ वी लिमिटेड इन बैलेंस शीट ऑफ पी लिमिटेड. आपने सॉल्यूशन देखा बेटा? नितीश कुमार भोई. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. दे मस्ट हैव एडेड इट बेटा. दे मस्ट हैव एडेड. ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. वो ऐड करेंगे, आप करके देखना, आपका आंसर आ जाएगा. यू नीड नॉट टू वरी. आप घर जाके करके देखना, आपका आ जाएगा आंसर. उनको ना देखो, अपना करो. पीसी गिवन टू सन लिमिटेड. चलो सन और नेपट्यून का करो अब आप स्टार्ट. जनरल रिजर्व हैज टेकन 3200. दे हैव जस्ट गिवन इट एज ए बैलेंस फिगर ना. वो बैलेंस फिगर निकाली उन्होंने. वो 3000 कुछ नहीं है. 3000 को भूल जाओ. श्रीनिवासन वेंकटरमन. दिस इज कैलकुलेशन है ना. दे हैव डन शोन इट बाय वे ऑफ कैलकुलेशन. ओके, कहाँ है 3000 आपका? उनका सोल्यूशन भी देखते हो, मेरा भी देखते हो. दो दो तरफ ना देखो. दो नाव में पैर रख के चलने वाला फंस जाता है. आप एक सीए को चैलेंज करते रहते हो बैठ के कि वो कैसे कर रहे हैं. अरे भैया ये अप्रोच है. ये कुछ नहीं किया उसने. ही हैज टेकन इट एज ए बैलेंस फिगर. वो उसकी कैलकुलेशन शो करी है. ये 3000 कुछ नहीं है, ये है ही नहीं. इसको भूल जाओ. 3200 भी कुछ नहीं है. ये तो बैलेंस फिगर लिया हमने. ठीक है. ये कैलकुलेशन शो करी है उसने कि मेरे पास 3200 था, जिसमें से मेरा 3000 तो लॉस हो गया. वो तो कैलकुलेशन में उसने करा, प्लस माइनस करके दिखाया. अदरवाइज 3000 कहीं से नहीं आया. ये बैलेंस फिगर निकाल लिया उसने. ओके, चलो. Get the PC first and then start passing journal entries in the books of. We have to prepare balance sheet of Jupiter Limited showing the financial position immediately after amalgamation. Okay. So PC calculate karo first of all fast. Then amount of debentures and shares to be issued to Sun and Neptune. That you have to calculate. Calculate the amount of debentures and shares to be issued to Sun and Neptune. Okay. डिबेंचर्स को कितना पे करेंगे वो निकालो. नहीं नहीं, सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम 3000 नहीं है बेटा. उसको नहीं देखना, वो कुछ नहीं है ऐसा. आप बैलेंस शीट देखो ना अपनी. उसमें उसने सिक्योरिटी प्रीमियम का कुछ किया ही नहीं होगा. See, in his balance sheet, if it is security premium, why he have shown security premium here? You are saying it is security premium, then why he has shown it here? अगर उसने वो उसमें डाल ही दिया तो. वो ऐसा कुछ नहीं. अमन गुप्ता, इधर उधर से अमाउंट्स ना निकाल के अपने आप को कंफ्यूज करो. यू विल बी टोटली कंफ्यूज्ड विद दैट, है ना. कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगी आपको. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. मैंने जैसे बताया वैसे ही होता है बेटा. मुझे मत पढ़ाओ. मैंने आपको बता दिया. मैं ही पढ़ाता हूँ. मुझे मेरा ही काम है पढ़ाना, आपका काम नहीं है, अभी पढ़ना है काम, ठीक है। मैं बता रहा हूँ बार बार, जो मैंने बताया वही सही है बेटा। इन केस ऑफ परचेजिंग कंपनी यू विल बी कंफ्यूज्ड अगर आप उसका सोल्यूशन देखने बैठ जाओगे। ठीक है ना, अगर सोल्यूशन से काम बनता तो फिर मेरी जरूरत रहती ना। इन केस ऑफ परचेजिंग ऑल रिजर्व्स टेक ट्रांसफर टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर अकाउंट इन द बुक्स ऑफ ट्रांसफर। इन केस ऑफ मर्जर ऑल रिजर्व ट्रांसफर टू ट्रांसफरी कंपनी। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आओ अनमोल, दैट विल बी बेटर, ठीक है। जैसे मैं बता रहा हूँ वैसे करोगे तो पेपर में क्लियर हो जाओगे, नहीं तो कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ हो जाएगी। भाई हम सॉल्यूशंस पे जाने लग गए हैं तो मुश्किल हो जाएगी। मैं तो इसीलिए क्वेश्चन करवा रहा हूँ, सो दैट यू नीड नॉट टू गो टू सॉल्यूशन, है ना। करो आप इसको, डोंट वरी। 13th करो, दैट विल बी अ बेटर ऑप्शन। 13th का निकालो, इसकी पीसी निकालो, और इसके डिबेंचर्स को जो आपने पे करना है वो निकालो। Ajay Chauhan's comment is really wonderful. सर प्यार से समझा रहे हैं, समझ जाओ. So how much is the PC beta? Fast. I think you people have calculated the PC. So two companies are there. We know it very well. 60,000 equity shares of Jupiter to Sun and Neptune in proportion for the profitability. So that we have calculated. Okay, no problem. We'll calculate debenture amount. But first tell me how much is your PC? How you will divide these 60,000 equity shares? Very good. Very good. Shabash. Ritu, Pooja, PC for Neptune. It's wrong, beta. You will have to just do simple thing with the same question we have done yesterday also, if you remember that we have to calculate average of these three. Very simple it was, and average of these three. So what is the average? This is, I don't have the calculator. If you will tell me the average, then it will be better because I don't think I have taken the calculator today. Yes, right. It's 2,75,000 because divided by 3 we have to do, and this is also divided by 3, and this is 3,25,000. Exactly right. ऐसे ही आ रहा है कह रहे हैं बच्चे. So it is 275 is to 325. This is the ratio in which you have to divide these shares. Shares are worth 60,000 shares. So 60,000 shares are to be divided in this ratio. When these will be divided, it will be okay. So same ही आ जाएगा. It will be 27,500 and 32,500 beta shares. Now what is the face value of the what is the paid up value of the share? In line number third, he has given at the beginning of the question. If you will see line number third, then he has given you 80,000 equity share of which 5 each. That means for the face value and the paid up value is rupees 5 per share. Okay. So PC is 27,500 at the rate of 5 for one company and 32,500 at the rate of 5 for second company. You may get it how much it is. Any doubt to anyone? May ask. First thing is clear to everyone. Note it down. जिनको नहीं समझ लगा. Sir, is my answer correct? ओके. अनमोल भाई, मेरे भाई, आपका आंसर आया कहाँ है? ओके. योर आंसर इज 1,37,000 रुपीज. कैलकुलेट करके देखो ये. डू इट एंड देन फाइंड द आंसर. दिस इज फॉर सन and this is for Neptune. You may check it out. Maximum students have sent me the answer. That is 1,37,500 and 1,62,500. So I think this is the right answer. सर डिबेंचर अमाउंट की अमाउंट मैं निकलवा दूंगा, डोंट वरी. मनोहर लाल यादव, चेक इट आउट. Capital employed, I will tell you. परचेज कंसिडरेशन शगुफ्ता। नो बेटा। यस। सो आई थिंक यू हैव नोटेड इट डाउन। गो फॉरवर्ड, चलें आगे। चलो। नाउ ही सेज $15 debentures in Jupiter Limited at par to provide an income equivalent to 8% return on business as on capital employed in their respective business as on 31st of March after evaluation of asset. What is capital employed? We people know that capital employed meant for what? Capital employed. It's equal to net assets, beta. That is assets minus outsider liabilities. Okay. Now the value of assets will be taken revalued value. Okay. So that is already given revaluation of assets, है ना? So 15% debentures at par to provide an income equivalent to 8% return. So we have to check how much is the capital employed. On that 8% we will calculate and that will be divided by 15% to get the answer. कल हमने किया भी था ये. Same concept we have done yesterday also. Note it down. चलो मैं यहाँ से कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं कर, यहाँ से मैं कुछ करता नहीं हूँ, यहीं पर रहने देता हूँ. It will be easy for you to copy it. So value of assets is given to you. Sun and Neptune. Sun's value is 7,10,000 for this is PP, and for current assets it is 2,99,500, 157,750 बेटा. PP भी आ गया और current assets भी आ गए ना. Minus current liabilities, that is 597. There is no revaluation of it. It will remain same. 18250 beta. How much is the balance? Fast, get it. निकाल के बताओ कितना आ गया. It is this plus this minus this. It will be yes. Okay. 4,12,500. Okay. This is 3,67,500. Okay. So this is the amount which will be resulted as a capital employed. We can call it as capital employed or net assets. So what he demands from you? He says 8% return on it. So how much is 8%? Sun, Neptune. 8% of 4,12,500. So get it how much it is? 8 by 100 you may do. What will be the situation of there is if there is holding of transferee company in transferor company? But that is not our part of work because that is not the syllabus. That is not in the syllabus of CA intern. The nature of purchase or merger. In the nature of purchase, because revaluation is done whenever the value of assets or liabilities changes, it is merger. It is not purchase. तभी तो मैंने मर्जर एंड में करवाया, बिकॉज अदरवाइज यू विल बी कंफ्यूज्ड एंड यू विल बी इन ए प्रॉब्लम, है ना। मर्जर तो है ही नहीं कोई ज्यादा, बहुत सिंपल होता है, छोटा सा होता है। वेरी गुड। इट इज 33 गुड। एंड सेकंड वन स्टूडेंट्स हैव सेंड मी 29,400. So this is the income which is expected income from debentures at the rate of 15%. He says debentures will be 15%, from which we are expecting this income. Okay, so you have to calculate how much debentures will be issued. So for that, for S Limited, you have to do 33,000 divided by 15% बेटा, बिकॉज 15% पे वो क्या 33,000 आना चाहिए। तो कितनी अमाउंट के डिबेंचर इशू करेंगे वो कैलकुलेट कर लो, और 29,400 पे आपको 15% पे 29,400 आना चाहिए। कैलकुलेट कर लो हाउ मच इट इज, डिवाइड करके। हाउ मच इट इज, शाबाश, वेरी गुड। इट इज 2,20,000 फॉर सन, एंड फॉर नेपच्यून इट इज 1,96,000. So this is an amount of debentures to be issued, Sun and Neptune. So the important part is balance sheets. You will have to prepare balance sheets in a proper way, बेटा। जब तक आप बैलेंस शीट्स अपने हाथों से नहीं बनाओगे, you will not be able to get marks. So I suggest you to prepare more and more balance sheets. If in this case you are interested to prepare balance sheet, let's prepare it. अगर आप बैलेंस शीट बनाना चाहते हो बनाओ, बट आई सजेस्ट यू टू prepare with me roughly and then go to home and do it properly. घर जाके properly करना, भी मैं आपको roughly करवा देता हूँ। Okay, I think this has been done by everyone. So in balance sheet, what we have to do, the format is there proper, you know it very well. I would like to show here share capital first of all. In share capital, we know that new company, that is Jupiter Limited. Balance sheet of Jupiter Limited is there. 60,000 equity shares are issued at the rate of 5 each. And authorized capital etc. is also given to you. Then he says, now for this purpose you have to pass all the entries also, because without passing entries you will not be able to solve it. नहीं कर पाओगे। इसकी एंट्रीज डालो पहले, बैलेंस शीट नहीं बनेगी, पहले एंट्रीज डालनी पड़ेंगी। एंट्री नंबर 1 तो मुझे पता है आपको आती है, वाई कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड कैलकुलेटेड रिवैल्यूएशन नोट ऑन बुक वैल्यू। बेटा इट हैज बीन स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन्ड, इफ यू विल सी मिस्टर Venkataraman, it has been specifically mentioned that revalued value will be taken. This is mentioned. देखो दिया हो ना। ओके, रिवैल्यूएशन ऑफ एसेट्स, वो कह रिवैल्यूएशन के बाद की जो वैल्यू है उसके ऊपर कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड निकालो, खुद ही कह दिया उसने। ओके जब वो कह देता कि बुक वैल्यू पे निकालो तो मैं बुक वैल्यू पे निकाल लेता। अब मैं क्वेश्चन के साथ छेड़खानी थोड़ा करूंगा, जैसे वो कहते हैं हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी कहिए और हमेशा खुश रहिए, ऑलवेज से यस बॉस एंड बी हैप्पी। योर वर्क इज टू से यस बॉस, योर वर्क इज नॉट टू do your own, give your own opinion in these cases. Okay, we are here employees. Okay, employees who are here to solve the question. So very simple, pass journal entries and then we may prepare balance sheet, है ना। अच्छा, डायरेक्ट बैलेंस शीट कैसे बनती है वो भी बना सकते हैं हम लोग। इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड टू प्रिपेयर पास डायरेक्ट, प्रिपेयर डायरेक्ट बैलेंस शीट, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, वो भी बना सकते हैं हम लोग। डायरेक्ट कैसे बनाते हैं वो भी देख ही लो आज, because in this case he has not demanded journal entries from you, he has demanded that you have to prepare balance sheet directly. फॉर दैट केस यू हैव टू मेक सम कैलकुलेशंस, कुछ कैलकुलेशंस करनी पड़ेंगी बेटा आपको. लाइक you have to find the net asset value of your net assets, sun, Neptune. So what is the PC? PC has already been defined, 1,37,500 and 1,62,500. Remember? So what is the net asset value which has been taken over? That we have already calculated. आप लोगों ने मुझे भेजी थी. It was 4,12,500. So all assets and liabilities are taken over net 4,12,500 beta, and 3,67,500. So पैसे इतने मिलने चाहिए थे. Whatever is the net asset value, that is the amount which you should have to receive. But whatever is given, that is PC. So we have received less. हमें कम पैसे आए हैं. एज ए ट्रांसफरी अगर आप देखो तो हमें बेनिफिट हुआ है. एज ए ट्रांसफरर हमें लॉस हुआ है. ओके, हम लोग किसकी बैलेंस शीट बना रहे हैं? ट्रांसफरी की. सो फ्रॉम ट्रांसफरी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, हाउ मच इज अवर नेट बेनिफिट और लॉस? कब की बात ब्रेक कब की निकल गई बेटा? अभी ब्रेक की बात नहीं, अभी तो लेक्चर खत्म होने वाला 5 मिनट में. अभी अभी हमारे एक शेर को याद आया कि ब्रेक नहीं हुई. पता ही नहीं लगा बेटा आपको ब्रेक का. मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? आप क्वेश्चन करते ही जा रहे हो, इतने अच्छे बच्चे हो. यू आर रियली इंटेलिजेंट. तो गेट इट, हाउ मच इट इज? कितना आ गया ये? जीरो जीरो. No, no. In PC, we can't add debentures. Always remember, debentures are not added in PC at any cost. Sorry, sorry. Debentures given can be added. Debentures, whatever is given to debenture, that will not be added. But debentures given can be added because anything given to shareholder will be a part of PC. Sorry, कुछ भी जो आपने दिया हुआ है वो PC का पार्ट है. Okay, I am wrong. It's at this part. मैं दोबारा कैलकुलेट कर लेता हूँ. हम लोग PC निकालते हैं पहले तो. व्हाट इज पीसी? मैं थोड़ा इमोशनल हो गया था. वापिस आ जाता हूँ आपके पास. इक्विटी शेयर्स गिवन. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स गिवन इज 1,37,500, 1,62,500. Okay. Debentures given to equity shareholders. These are given to equity shareholders. Whatever is given to shareholders is our piece. So debentures given, that is 2,20,000 and 1,96,000. Exactly right. So this is total PC. 3,57,500 beta. And this is 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 3 lakh. How much it is? 3,56,000, 58,000. 3,58,500. Okay. So this is the amount of PC. Okay. So what is the net asset value which has been taken over? Net asset value is already calculated by you people. आपने निकाली थी, मुझे बता रहे थे आप लोग. Read the question once so that I can understand it. You can understand it. मैं और आप दोनों समझेंगे इसको. शेयर कैपिटल, करंट लायबिलिटीज, पीपी वगैरह गिवन है. Revalued figures of non-current and current assets are given to you. Okay. Debtors and creditors include 43,350 owed by Sun to Neptune. So this is the intercompany owing. ये intercompany owing है, but this doesn't have any impact on the PC. So PC is already calculated by us. Okay, 15% debentures are already calculated by us. That's it. तो ये सब कुछ उसने करके दिखा दिया आपको. Yes. So value of net assets is given to us. How much it is, beta? One important point is there, that is debtors and creditors include 43,350 owed by Sun to Neptune. जो इन्होंने एक दूसरे को पैसे देने हैं वो इनमें included है. ठीक है. So that entry will be passed later on. First we have to go for the net asset value. How much was the net asset value that you have calculated? 412 500 and 367 500. Okay. So where where the profit is there and where the loss is there. Here for 4,12,500 you are paying 357. So we are in profit. Whenever there is a profit, we will transfer it to capital reserve. Okay. And here also we are paying less. So here also there is a profit because we have to pay 367 500, but we are paying 358 500. So here the profit is only, I think, 7 plus to 9,000. And here the profit is 43 55 55,000 beta. The total profit is 64,000. So reserve and surplus will include capital reserve. Okay. This has been included in working note number 1. Give a working note for this. This is working note number 1. So this is how much? This is 64,000. 55,000 plus 9,000. Okay, is that clear to everyone? How we have calculated? देखो हम लोग ये एंट्रीज में भी यही करते हैं. अगर आप इसको नहीं समझ सकते तो आप इसकी एंट्री डाल लो. पास एंट्री आल्सो. व्हाट इज द एंट्री? यू पीपल नो दैट entry is more easy. I would like to suggest you to pass entry. PP debit, current asset debit 390 plus 7,10,000. 157 750 मैंने उल्टा लिख दिया है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है वैसे उससे. करंट एसेट, लीविंग अ लाइन टू करंट लायबिलिटीज. मैं उल्टा ही लिख रहा हूँ सारा. 180 बिकॉज एक ही सिस्टम लिखना चाहिए. सन और नेपच्यून का मैंने उल्टा लिखा है थोड़ा जगाने के लिए. मुझे लगता है आप लिखते लिखते कहीं नींद ना आ गई हो आपको. 2 BP business purchase. Business purchase is 358 357 500. So whatever is the balance sheet figure, that will be capital reserve. I think the balance sheet figure will be same. This is always easy. करके देखो. दो एंट्रीज डाल लेते हैं अलग अलग तो भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. अभी देखो मैंने आपको शुरू में बताया था कि आप लोग शुरू में अभी तो अकेले अकेले इनको ट्रांसफर करो. एंड में जाके मैं सब कुछ करवा दूंगा. देखो अब एंड में आप आ गए हो तो आप इन दो कंपनीज को इकट्ठे भी एंट्री एक ही एंट्री में एडजस्ट कर सकते हो. सो इन द बिगिनिंग आई हैव मेंशन्ड यू दैट first of all you have to transfer make entries of both the companies separately whatever you are taking over, but later on I'll discuss with you. So today I have given you the idea that how you will pass combined entry. Both the companies assets and liabilities are to be added and a combined entry will be passed. PP is also added and finally whatever is the balance sheet figure that will be transferred to capital reserve or goodwill beta. So entry is easy to understand. Exactly beta. Entry is very easy to understand, but this is also a concept na which is to be understood. ये भी तो समझना जरूरी है बिकॉज आपके पास जो क्वेश्चंस दिए हुए हैं जो आप लोग 10 ईयर में से करते हो, द क्वेश्चन विच यू आर डूइंग फ्रॉम 10 ईयर आर नॉर्मली लाइक दिस वेयर यू विल हैव टू कंफ्यूज तो वहां पर जो कंफ्यूजन है उसको दूर करने के लिए मुझे पता है कि आपको सब कुछ आना चाहिए, इसलिए सब कुछ ही करवा रहा हूँ। तो दिस इज एंट्री नंबर 2। आपने रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस डाल लिया। आफ्टर रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस व्हाट यू विल टू एंटर, you have to enter your current liabilities. Okay. Long term liability is there. Yes, there's a known current liability is there. Known current liabilities, that is 15% debentures डाल देना जितने आपने दिए हैं। Okay, then current liabilities are there. Current liabilities are 5,97,000 plus 1,80,250 minus a contra entry is there, 43,350 beta, that is to be deducted. Reversal of debtor and creditor. Okay. Then we have to go for assets beta. In that we have to show PP worth rupees 7,10,000 plus 3,90,000. Current assets we have to show 299,500 plus 157,750 minus 43,350, because वो रिवर्सल की एक एंट्री डालेंगे ना, उससे ये हो जाएगा। That's it. I think everything is over. Your balance sheet will be tallied. So we will add separate. Choice is yours. Okay. So I have completed all the questions for you. I think you may do all the illustrations, all the test your knowledge questions. That is very simple. Maximum homework we have already done. So I suggest you to go for 10 year. Do maximum questions of amalgamation from your last scanner. Scanner में से करके आओ कल क्वेश्चन जितने ज्यादा से ज्यादा कर सकते हो. If it is possible, then I will add some questions on my from my side also. Up to tomorrow, I will try to add if it is possible. Otherwise, you people may do it from the scanner also. मैं भी ऐड करने की कोशिश करूंगा कुछ नए क्वेश्चंस आपके शो हो जाएंगे ऐप में कल तक. कल आप यू मे चेक इट आउट टुमारो अप्रोक्सीमेटली आफ्टर 12 यू मे चेक. ओके, 12 बजे के बाद आप चेक करना. आई विल ट्राई, अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन मुझे मेरे पास हुए तो आई विल एड इट फॉर यू. यू मे डू दोस क्वेश्चन आल्सो फॉर टुमारो. Otherwise, you may do it from your scanner as much as possible. Complete the chapter and come to me with advanced problems now. Have some technical problems with me. Okay? We'll have a discussion of technical problem. Okay. Good night. Enjoy your Sunday. Sir, close the session.